Nothing new. Still got off from work. But instead of leaving in the early hours of the morning, half day lang tayo ngayon. So we're leaving a bit early. So it's 3 minutes to 11 p.m. Let me clear that up for you. So umuulan. Gabi. Pero vlog pa rin. Huha! Yeah, it's dangerous driving high speed in the dark with all the hazards in the road. Sensyahan nila na mote tayo ngayon. So I somehow from last week I've somewhat corrected that issue of mine wherein I've modified my camera to be like a GoPro, where it has its own dedicated mic socket. It's inline mic. Oh, yeah, I'm a bit of a geek. You know, I do all these things. When I was still little, you know, toys would be in less than a week. They'll be dismantled and all that. Funny thing is, I didn't become an engineer or whatnot. You know, they don't last long because I'm always curious about how things work, how it's made, what makes things tick tock. Way back then, when I was still young, Jensen doesn't have that much sights. You know, TV doesn't also show, you know, racing. No, what? If I remember, what we had on TV before was like Space Ghost. Well, ano pa ba? Cartoon Network. Well, that was late. But then before there was Space Ghost, CBS channel. I guess it was CBS channel. And so yeah, there's not much, what do you call it, manly things to look at before, you know, to look at before when you were but then you have movies like you had Batman, you had Superman, what else, ano pa yung mga memorable movies ko, Jurassic Park, Knight Rider, diba? So it's cars, it's war, Top Gun, pew pew pew, Star Wars, of course, Star Wars and Star Trek. So, you know, those are things that, you know, as a little boy kid, you know, yun yung gusto mong o pinapangarap mong magkaroon ka, or you get to be a part of with. Tama bang English ko? So yeah, so there was not much bikes then. What ano bang merong bikes na movie before? You tell me in the comments. So I was always an airplane, spaceship kind of boy. I even dream of becoming a pilot. But then later on, you know, when I got to high school, mas nalulong ako sa computer games, PlayStation. It was Final Fantasy, Twisted Metal, Metal Gear. So I was born into the I was not born, but I was swayed by the RPG of that time. Final Fantasy 7 brings back memories. Final Fantasy 7 had bikes. It is also during that high school wherein I get to I got exposed to bikes. You know, my friends and classmates would go out on. I would always be a pylon rider. Is that right? Pylon, backseat rider. Ako parati yung angkas. But then, you know, Need for Speed, as a dozen guys. Naghahanap kami ng adrenaline, so we'd run our 2 strokes really fast. And because we were living up in the mountains, so it was always we always had dirt bikes, so no sport bikes yet. But then that's how, that's what I was into back then. And then college days, I was more into cars still, because the drag racing scene in Davao. Yeah, I went to college in Davao, and then we still had, and the Need for Speed game came out, diba? And then everybody, all them college dudes were the ones with the money, or ones with the cars, were really aspiring to, like, I want to put underglows, yeah, I want to put turbos, I want to put freak ass suspension, wag kang tatabok. That influenced that time of year, those years with Need for Speed. And then when I had my first job, or when I got out of college, still no motorbikes. It was biking then, mountain biking, cross-country biking. So it was my first dab into the two wheels. But then going back, way back, when I was still really young, when I was still I can't remember, grade 1, grade 2, I bike every day. Whenever vacation came in, I borrowed my cousin's bike, and I would bike from like 6 a.m. up to 9 a.m. I promised my daughter that I'll get fries. So here we are, fries, Chicken Joy. Still recording? Yeah, we're still recording. Yeah, so I did a lot of biking by then, because I was really into bikes when I was really young, and that passion was rekindled when I got out of college. So it came to a point that I would bike every weekend, around minimum of 100 kilometers every weekend, and then every night I'd bike around 20 kilometers just within the subdivision. I do loops, training myself, because I was into races. Anywho's, so nagka-interest tayo balik sa two wheels, and then finally when I had that extra cash, savings, when I started saving up, when I had the power to buy things that I want, then I thought to myself, why not level it up and get a bike para mas malaya ating marating. Yun yung first what do you call this, justification ko on how to get a bike, on why should I get a bike. Because let's face it, guys go after girls, but then girls would always prefer someone with wheels. Ganun ba yung stereotype nun? Anyway, you know how it works. So it's plus points when you have wheels, right? So the motorbike just enabled me to go to a lot more places, bring friends, be with friends, meet new friends, because we're on bikes. And because I was so much into cars as well, and modifying and tinkering with things, curiosity, I can't get my hands off the bike, so I started upgrading. I often visited motor shops, look at my mechanic, how they service. I bought some upgrade parts, and I asked them to install it for me, and I was at the sideline watching, so I was learning. And then came my second bike, then my third bike, and then it was a time when I was doing it all myself. Yun. That's why more or less everything you see here. Wait, Jollibee muna tayo. Makaway na siya. Gabi, napay cheese fries. May cheese fries pa ba? Meron? Isang large, tsaka isang Jolly Hotdog. Midnight snack. My gulay. Oh no!
Good evening, sir. Kaway na, sir, ha?
Should I stop recording? Yeah, it's nice talking in Jollibee. Baba lang? Baba lang ako?
Wait lang, sir.
Anywho's, so yeah, I got into the, my passion shifted from mountain biking. Though I still have my bike at home, I still have another bike out there somewhere. I traded my skin tight cycling shorts to cargo pants and body armor and jackets and helmets. So yeah, that's the content for tonight. Ano pa ba? What else do I need to say? Let's keep this rolling. Since andito naman tayo, we're talking out loud. No, that's not mine. Did you know in my Philippine loop, sa kadami-raming Jollibee sa buong Pilipinas, I only ate in Jollibee twice. Right. Sa 3 big islands na dinaanan. Tama ba? 3 big islands? No. That's wrong. Ilang islands ba dinaanan ko? So, I come from Mindanao, 1. Then I got to Negros, 2. That's came to Panay, 3. Mindoro, 4. Luzon, 5. Samar Leyte, 6. So, I passed by 6 islands. No? And then, twice lang. Congratulate me. I think that deserves congratulations when you pambansang fast food, but then twice ka lang dumaan. But I also Jolly hotdog na lang, wala pa?
Ano ka nang ma-receive, sir?
Parang di ata na punch.
Order ko sa fries from me.
Large fries lang, Jude. Large fries lang, Jude. Sige lang. They forgot my Jolly hotdog. Ano ba yan? Sayang ang sales.